and I've been challenged to work on a compensation video to try and explain it a little easier and a little quicker than we've seen in the past. So I am going to try and explain how we get paid five different ways. And I'm going to use some different tools to help do this. So you're not going to have to look at me in my Younique hat the whole time. School was out here today, so I had to, I had to scramble, and it was a little silly. So let me get started. I have a compensation plan video. There it is. Oh, come on. There we go. Let me get it going. I want to make sure y'all can see it. Perfect. Okay. Younique's compensation plan is very different than any plan I've ever seen before. And I have done some direct sales before. So let us go ahead and jump in. It is one of the easiest plans to follow. Sometimes it's a little hard to grasp on the front end, but trust me, once you learn it, it's a breeze. And I think they have the coolest back office tools I have ever seen as well. You know exactly where you are in any color level that you're working towards. You know exactly how much you need to get to the next level, and it's just fascinating. I will show you as we go along. Once again, Younique pays commission in 5 different ways. Not a lot of companies do this, and a lot of companies also change their commission plans partway through. If they decide that they're paying out too much money to people, they just pull it back and redo it, and all of a sudden there's a new compensation plan in place. Younique does not do that. That's one of the fascinating things I find about them. They don't, it's going to be the same. They're just going to keep it. They like it. Everybody likes it. Everybody gets paid. All right. What is so great about it? Younique pays 42% of the retail price of our products out to their presenters. 42%. That is amazing. That is that's not after we pull out the delivery and after we pull out the production. And if you take $29 of a mascara, they pay out 42% of that $29. Not after, their expenses are paid, out of the actual retail price. That is unheard of. So what's the first way we get paid? Younique pays between 20 and 30% commission on their PRS. And you'll hear PRS a lot. That just means personal retail sales. These are sales that you are personally selling through your parties. If you buy it for yourself for cash and carry, doesn't matter. That is considered your PRS. And I have 25% out to the side because that's just an average. But you're going to pay, if you're yellow status, you get paid, white status, you get paid 20%. Pink and blue, you get paid 25%. Green and above, you get paid 30%. So they just make it 25% is the average. All right. The second way you get paid 5% on your circle sales. And if you add 25% from line 1 and add the 5% from line 2, that makes 30%. That's why I have it out to the side there. So what is a circle sale? A circle sale for anybody who's starting out is going to be everybody in your company. So, if you're pink or you're blue or whatever, you're only going to get 3% at pink, 4% at blue, but you're going to get 5% at green and above. That's the awesome part. Like once you hit that green, I like to think of it as being green for the color of money. That is where you really start getting paid. That's where you're going to make your 5% on your circle sales. And it's awesome. So if you make green, and that's, $10,000 on team sales, you're going to make at least $500 off of your team. Off of your team, not off of yourself. That doesn't include what you sell yourself. So you automatically are going to get $500. Woohoo! Now your circle shrinks, but it's okay if when your circle shrinks, because that means that you're getting other elites underneath you. So your circle sales is anyone on your team who is not an elite. When someone goes elite underneath you, that usually will bump you up to the next level. Sometimes it's not, because it'll take away too much from your circle sales, but usually it'll bump you up to, say, orange or something like that, or above. And you're going to start getting paid off of your elite circle sales. And don't worry, yes, the first level goes down a little bit. Let's take a look at that one. You're going to make 3% off of your first generation elites. So say Susie breaks off and goes green, but I'm orange because she pushed me up to orange. I'm only going to make 3% off of her team. That's going to be, say she does $10,000. That's going to be $300. But that's okay, because when people start going green underneath her, I'm going to make more money. And remember, you're only getting paid off of their circle sales. So if someone goes green under Susie, and so her circle sales shrinks to say $2,000, you're going to get paid 3% of those $2,000. Then the next person down is going to have $10,000, obviously. You're going to get paid 4% off of that second generation. And if you look to the far right, I'm adding the 3% in. That makes it up to 33%. 4% makes it up to 37%. We're paying out that much so far on our commissions. Now, the only level that gets paid on third generation elites is black. So that is why you really want to try and build your teams wide, because you're going to need at least 4 direct elites underneath you to go black. And you're going to need some other things as well, and we will discuss those here in a minute. But when you go black and you have third generation elites, come on, there goes your 5% on your third generation. Why are we not getting paid on our first generation 5% and then 4% on our second and 3% on our third? You want to know why? Because we'd actually be getting paid less. Because if you think about it, when you go wide, your teams start going deep, which means they're going wide as well. So by the time you get to your third generation, you are going to have a lot more third generation elites than you will second and first generation elites. So you are getting paid 5% on bigger teams than your second and your first generations. This is totally opposite of what most compensation plans show you. Most of them do the exact opposite. You get paid 5% on first, 4% on second, 3% on third. So Younique is extremely generous in this. They don't have to do any of this, and they do. They make sure they take care of us. What's another way you can get some bonus perks? Here's another one. If you sell from your own online parties and earn hostess, you can earn hostess awards as well. And what is that? That's going to be your Y cash. You're going to earn Y cash from your own parties, and you're going to earn half price credits as well, half price products. So those are even bonuses that we don't even include into this commission plan. All right, let's move on. How do we reach these levels? This is what I was talking about. If you're looking at white, you need at least $125 in sales to qualify each month. You You don't have to do that now. That is just so you can be considered qualified for the month. You only technically have to sell $125 of rolling every 3 months. So say you sell $25 the first month, $75 the next month, and $50 the following month. You've actually got $150. So the following month, you're already covered for that. But then the third month, you're still going to need another $75 to stay qualified because you got $50 in that third month. You have to make sure it's the last 3 months that count. So, and let's see, to go pink, you have to get $250 in personal sales. This is when you start building your teams. Yellow, that's easy. You're just going to sell a cumulative amount of $1,000. So say you sell $750 the first month and you sell $200 the second month. It's okay. You are at $950 and you just need $50 to go yellow. And the really cool part about that is if you make a big purchase or somebody makes a purchase on that last $50 to get you to yellow, say somebody buys $200 worth of product. Whatever purchase knocks you over $1,000, you get 25% on that whole order as your commission. It's pretty awesome. All right, so we go to pink. You need $250 in personal retail sale, and then you need $2,000 in company wholesale, and you need one qualified first level presenter. So could you do this all on your own? Almost, but not quite. Technically, you could sell $2,000 yourself, and that would get you your $250. You would already have that covered. The only problem is you have to get that qualified first level presenter. That's why recruiting is so important, but it also breaks the amount of work that you have to do down. So what you're going to do is you got to get someone to at least sell $125 under you, and that qualifies you. You go to blue, it's the same minimum personal retail sale. You just got to get 4,000 and you need 2 qualified. And let me tell you, when everybody is selling their portion and you're recruiting, it makes it very easy. Very, very easy. But this is where the money starts. We already looked at the compensation, and you're going to, like I said, green, just think of it. Green is where you want to be because green is where the money really happens. You have to make $500 in personal retail sale. And when you get to green, a lot of times you can do that in cash and carry and incentives for your team and stuff. It makes it very easy. And you're also getting reorders from your clients that love it. You need to get company wholesale sales of 10,000. That's kind of hard to do on your own. So you really need to be building a team. Technically, I think I had about 16 people directly underneath me when I went green. And of course, I think our company was about 27 or more people at the time. And this is where the circle sales come into. If someone breaks away from you and takes 10,000 away from you, you better have 12,000 in sales. 2,000 needs to come from your circle sales. Remember, that's all the people on your team that aren't underneath one of your direct elites. So all those sales work towards that. And then you can see you got to have 3 qualified. Well, if you got 10,000 in sales, you're probably going to have 3 qualified. Orange, same thing, except you got to add an elite. And obviously the amounts go up on what you need. Purple, same thing. All the things just jump up. Black, this is what we were talking about. You got to have 80,000 company wholesale, 4 first level presenters that are qualified, and 4 first generation elites. Well, guess what? If you got 4 first generation elites, you're going to have 4 first qualified. It's that simple. And you need 10,000 circle wholesales. So don't rely on your team to sustain you. You need to continue to try and get other people joined under you. That's the only, sorry, my cat. Otherwise, you are going to not be able to make your circle sales, and that would be awful to have all these people under you producing and you not be able to make the compensation off of them because you don't have circle sales. All right. Yellow and fast start are accumulative. They will not restart over each month. All other colors will restart each month. Do not be afraid of this. It really is not a big deal. I usually hit my green level by, or at least most of my requirements by the 10th or so. I think I had already had my company sales by the 9th or 10th this month. And a couple months ago, I had it in the first week. It was very awesome. This is, we have different times of the year. Things are a little slower than others, but trust me, your company, as long as you're growing it, it will happen, and it will happen easily. This is what we were talking about, the compensation for presenters. At yellow, or I mean white, you are 20% until you sell $1,000. Then you are 25%. You never lose this 25%. That is the awesome part. Once you hit yellow, you at least have a permanent pay raise, and that's a good raise. How many other people get a 5% raise in 1 month or whatever? However, it takes years usually to get that kind of return on your present employment if it's outside of Younique. Pink and blue are 25%, and as you can see, you get paid more on your circle royalties as it goes up, and you actually go all the way up to 6% on purple and black. That's pretty awesome on your circle royalties, but the average is 5%. That's why we have it as 5% on that first page. Then, as you can see, you got to hit orange to be able to be paid on your second gen, and you got to hit black to get paid on your third gen. You really want to make sure you do that. You don't want to lose money. That's like money you just lose completely. If you have third generation and you're purple, that's just money out of your pocket. You lose completely. So you don't want to do that. Keep trying to recruit. All right. How do we get paid? We get paid quick. We get paid with Pay Quicker. It is awesome. It is this card that you get sent, a debit card, and your commissions go on it. And let's take a look at some of the other benefits and some of the benefits from the Pay Quicker card. You get paid the same day. Very rarely do you not get paid the same day, and that's usually like if we're adding another country, which is still like awesome because you're going to expand your team even more. You usually get paid within 3 hours. So you make a sale and you immediately have that money in your grasp. The only thing is you need to make $50 in commissions before they will issue the card. So you need to make at least $250 in sales, then your card will be shipped to you. Now, you should get a message the first time that you make a sale. Make sure you check your email and make sure you check your spam. I know mine went into spam until I had to fix it. And you will want to follow that link and go in and verify all your information so that as soon as you're eligible for that card, it'll be sent out to you. We do not have website fees. We do not have annual fees ever. That is unheard of. Most of the companies charge at least $10 a month to their people for websites. We don't do it. It's amazing. It just kills me. So that's something else the company is paying for. There's hosting fees that have to be paid for all these websites that we have, and they eat it. They take care of it. We have no auto ships. A lot of other direct sales, you are required to have to pay a certain amount each month to get your money. You don't have to do that with Younique. It's amazing. And you only have to sell 125 personal retail sales, like we said, every 3 months rolling. I love this next one. You get $25 on your birthday in YCash. How awesome is that? And there's also, you can earn the fast start, which I forgot to put on here, but I will tell you, if you have 90 days from the day that you start, and all you have to do is sell 2,000 personal retail. And let me tell you, it's not that hard. I did it in less than 20 days. And you need to recruit 3 people. And I did it. Got fast start in less than 21 days. You have 3 months to do it. It's a plan that they want you to get used to doing that, because that's how you build your business. But $250 in Y Cash to spend however you want. I used it to buy more products so that I could try them and I could talk about how awesome they are. I wear my own products. I like to be a walking billboard. The next one, convention every year. When we go to convention, they give us the newest products and they get the best speakers and training available. It is so awe-inspiring. I missed Green convention my first year, August of 2014, by about $1,200 in my company sales. I didn't mind, because I had only been doing it for like a month and a half, so it did not bother me. But let me tell you, after I went to convention, I came back home and I kicked it in the teeth. I made Green that next month, and my company sold over 16,000. We were on. It was on like Donkey Kong, because you just get so pumped up and it builds your business. Another thing that you can qualify is Unified Retreat in Utah. And that's with the founders, Derek and Melanie, and they do classes with you. And you do that when you qualify for Green for 2 months. And if you do qualify for Green, get a hold of your upline and they will give you the direct email to send to ask for the information for Unified. And let me tell you, you pay for your way to get there. They pay for everything else. You have dinner with the founders on Friday night. You get to tour the company and they give you all kinds of gifts. And then you get very small classes. I think we had 22 in my class. I think the most they usually do is maybe 30. And you get to sit and get taught leadership by Melanie and Derek. And it's just fantastic. And you're laying around in your PJs on couches and stuff in this fantastic cabin in Utah. The views are spectacular. Everything is spectacular. The food is awesome. You have the best time. You meet friends for life, and that'll help you grow your business as well. You've got incentive trips to exotic locations around the world. There's always a cruise, which you can qualify for. And then they do another one for Black level presenters, and you can learn about that from your upline as well. But the most important thing that I have found that I've gotten from this, and this is the best compensation ever, is I have met some of the most awesome women. And we just lift each other up, and it makes you feel like there is hope for women to empower each other, because there's so much negativity out there, and especially against women. And we don't allow that in our groups. We don't allow that here. This is all about helping each other. And I get more out of helping other women than I could ever get from any other company. So if you have any questions, you should talk to your upline. And yep, there I am again. And yes, I got teary-eyed because thinking about all the awesome women that I get to work with. So if you have questions, I'm sure sometimes it's a little confusing, but once you get it down, it's easy and it works. So go out there, sell, recruit, and inspire more women to do exactly what you want to do. Bye, ladies.